cells. And now, to avoid the confusion, let us now see what is the difference between electrolytic cell and electrochemical cell. So, in the electrolytic cell, electric current is used for splitting of ions or for making chemical reaction. So, here the anode and then cathode. So, anode is generally plus, represented as plus, cathode is represented as minus in electrolytic. Whereas in electrochemical cell, this is anode and cathode, the flow of electrons will be okay, from here electrons will flow out, in cathode electrons will come in. Okay, and what is the type of reaction which is happening in anode? In type of reaction will be, mostly it will be oxidation, here it is reduction. Okay, so what has happened similarly, if you want for the same thing, if you are going to do for an electrochemical cell, so here the anode will be minus, because electrons are generated from here. So, electrons are generated on the left hand side, that is in the anode compartment, which is what we have seen now, both in the galvanic cell as well as in the Daniell cell or voltaic cell. Okay, so electrochemical cell will be, this will be minus, this will be plus. So, this is a small difference between the two, otherwise flow of electrons will be the same, because flow of electrons are going out from the anode. So, going out, it is coming in, and the type of reaction is also the same. Type of the reaction is, of course, here oxidation, and that is reduction. Okay. So, I hope you understood the difference between electrolytic cell and electrochemical cell. Okay. Yeah. So, accepting the sign for the anode, which is positive here in electrolytic, whereas in electrochemical it is minus. This is a small change which you have to note, otherwise this is all, both are the same. Okay. Now, having defined this electrochemical cell, we should know what is EMF. What is EMF? EMF is electromotive force. Electromotive force. So, the name itself suggests EMF means electromotive force. Electromotive means what? Electro means electron. Motive means movement. Force means the force at which the electrons move. Here in the electrochemical cells, where the movement happens from anode to cathode. So, EMF will be the flow of electrons with a specific force. So, if the potential difference, you know how this thing will be more, if there are two ends, one anode and cathode, if one is having a higher potential, other is having a lesser potential, the one which is having a higher potential, from there the thing will move to the lesser potential. You know it very well. Now, because like that, you think of a typical overhead tank in your house. If the overhead tank is full, you need not have to do anything, and when a tap is this thing, the potential at the overhead tank is more, at the tap is less. So, once you open the tap, automatically water, you don't do anything, water comes from the top to bottom. Whereas what happens when you put a motor, when you put an electric motor to lift the thing, the potential, because the tank is vacant, so there the potential is less. And whereas in the well or wherever is the water is stored, the potential of this thing is more. So, once you put on the water motor, water flows from higher potential to a lower potential. So like that only, depending upon the potential difference between the two ends only, the flow is measured. So electromotive force is also a potential. If it is to know from, the force can be arrived from the potential difference between the two ends, anode and cathode. I hope you are able to understand. Then we have to see what is a standard cell representation of an electrochemical cell. Electrochemical cell is generally referred as wherever oxidation reaction happens. So this is oxidation reaction which we have now seen. Zn is getting converted to Zn2 plus. This is happening in anode compartment. So what is the thing? Element, how it is getting converted? Both are separated by a slanting arrow, slant mark. And then after that you have electrons coming out. It is going to other compartment. So in that compartment what is happening? Copper 2 plus is getting converted to copper. So it is oxidation reaction with the slash on which ion, which is getting converted to what ion? Element is converted to ion. So this is one compartment. So difference between the anode compartment, cathode compartment has to be used with the two slant lines. Then what is happening here is a reduction reaction, Cu2 plus plus Cu. This is the standard representation of an electrochemical cell. Standard representation of an electrochemical cell. Okay. So depending upon the potential difference between both the compartments, there will be a flow of electrons. The potential is it is more on one side, the flow will be more. If the potential is less, the flow will be less. So that is what we are going to measure. So this is the electromotive force. This electromotive force decides on the power or how much of electric current can be generated using this chemical. That is electromotive force. It can be a potential difference between the two things. Here itself in galvanic cell we saw both oxidation reaction happening, Zn getting converted to Zn2 plus, and the same Zn2 plus also can be converted back to Zn. So in the forward direction it is an oxidation reaction, in the reverse direction it is a reduction reaction. You know it very well. Zn element can become Zn salt or Zn ion, 2 plus ion, and this Zn2 plus ion also on reduction can become Zn. Same is the case for copper. So if it is a reaction of oxidation, then it is called oxidation potential. If it is a reaction involving reduction, it is called the reduction potential. Okay, both oxidation potential for zinc and reduction potential for zinc are the same, but oxidation potential one will be in plus, other will be in minus. Oxidation potential is equal to reduction potential for same thing. Oxidation potential of Zn is equal to reduction potential of Zn plus 2 plus. Only thing is the sign will change. Okay, the sign one will be positive, other will be negative. Okay, the same oxidation potential is equal to, the quantity will be the same. If it is 2, that is also 2. It is 1.5, that is also 1.5. Only the sign of this thing will be, one will be in minus, other will be in plus. Okay, generally in oxidation potential, the value will be in minus. In reduction potential, it can be more in plus, but that is not the universal case. Okay, so now we know to measure the EMF, where there should be the difference in potential. So if you have a galvanic cell where you have a zinc in one end and a copper in other end, it will be difficult to find out the potential difference, between the two. So there is a need for having a standard, standard cell or with an electrode whose EMF can be found out. Once that is, if this standard hydrogen this thing, then we having this as a standard, we can find out the EMF of or the potentials of others. So with that aim only, the standard hydrogen electrode is devised. Standard hydrogen electrode is devised, where hydrogen gas at 1 atmospheric pressure, hydrogen gas at 1 atmospheric pressure is getting converted to H plus ion, that is, which is a 1 molar solution, 1 m of HCl, where hydrogen gas is getting converted to hydrogen ion. Hydrogen gas is getting converted to hydrogen ion, standard hydrogen electrode. So this standard, for this standard hydrogen electrode, the potential is taken as 0. So what is this reaction happening? This is hydrogen becoming H plus. So the potential for this electrode, standard hydrogen electrode, is also called She. This is taken as potential is 0. So once this standard is maintained, using this standard or keeping this ISI either as anode compartment or a cathode compartment, the potential of other things like zinc or copper or any sort of ions, aluminum or anything, can be found out. So once this is taken as one of the electrode, the potential of the other can be very easily mentioned, because one side it is 0. So like that, the standard potential or standard electrode potential of various elements or the ions are found out. So the standard electrode potential of any ion, standard electrode potential, is always put as E naught. If the standard electrode potential of zinc, it will be E naught of Zn. So like that, it will be copper or whatever it is. So there can be found out using this standard hydrogen electrode as one of the compartments. Okay. So based on this, very easily we can now find out the EMF. What is the EMF? EMF is the potential difference. So potential difference is, if you have a cathode department and you have an anode department, so this is E cathode, okay, minus E anode. Okay, E naught cathode minus that is standard electrode potential of cathode minus standard electrode potential of anode. Okay, or it can be usually, okay, right, usually cathode is in the right. So E right minus E left. Okay, it is E right minus E left. Right is the cathode compartment, we have seen. Left is the anode compartment. So it is E right minus E left. E right minus